Hi, first graders. I'm here today for something completely mind-blowing. You are going to like this. Today we're going to be talking about something called fact families. So I have us started out here with an I can statement. It says, I can use fact families to write number sentences. Now, fact families are super cool. Did you know that using 3 numbers, you can make 4 number sentences? That is a lot of number sentences to write. But, boys and girls, you're going to do it with me today, okay? And I'm going to show you a fun way to remember fact families. What do families usually live in? What do they usually live in? Houses. Some might live in an apartment, or some might live in a hotel, or some might live in a condo. But a lot of the time, they live in houses. So we're going to use houses today to make our fact families. Okay? For today's activity, all you'll need is your whiteboard and your dry erase marker with something to erase with. Okay? Go ahead and pause me if you need to go grab that quickly. We're going to keep moving on though. This first example, I want you to watch me. Okay? So just go ahead and watch my board. I'm going to draw a house. Ready? This is how I draw my house. I'm going to draw a nice, big square or rectangle. And then I'm going to draw 2 lines at the top that are diagonal so that it's almost like a triangle, or it is a triangle. This will be my roof, and this is the inside of my house. Okay? Now, let's think of 2 numbers. I'm going to draw a little number bond over here. Let's think of 2 numbers within 10. So Mrs. Garris, I think, wants to start with 4 and 2. Okay? First graders, what do 4 and 2 make? What would be my whole number in this number bond? 4 and 2 more. I'm going to count down to figure that out. 4, 5, 6. 6 is my whole number. Now, do you see how my numbers here make almost an imaginary triangle? I can almost draw a triangle from each of these numbers. Do you see this triangle? That is my roof. Watch. Here's my fact family. 6, 4, and 2. See? Triangle, triangle. I have my 2 parts in the corners, and my whole number goes at the top. All right. Now remember that time where I said we're going to write 4 number sentences using 3 numbers? Now's that time. Let me share with you how I think about fact families. I know that this number up top on my roof is my whole number, and I have 2 parts. I know when I add, I need to put 2 parts together. We've worked on this year. So, my 2 parts are 4 and 2. I can write an addition number sentence with this, right? I have 4 plus 2 equals 6. Boom, got it. Now, what do you know about another adding number sentence I might be able to write? How do I do that? Flip-flop. Good. I'm going to start with my other part. 2 plus 4 also equals 6. Awesome. Okay, we're moving right along here. Now the other thing we've been practicing are those subtraction number sentences that we can write if we're trying to find a missing part. Now we don't have a missing part here. I know both my parts. I know I have 4 and 2, and they're making 6. So we've used addition to put our parts together. Now let's use subtraction to split our parts apart. Okay? When we write subtraction number sentences, boys and girls, what number has to go first? Always, always. The whole number. My whole number right now is 6. 6, take away, I'm going to use 1 part. 4 equals 2. Aha. Now you know, because you've been watching all my lessons, that we can still flip-flop our parts on the equal sign. So I will start again with 6 because I always have to start with my whole number. 6, take away my other part, which is 2, equals 4. Whew! See that? How many number sentences? 1, 2, 3, 4 number sentences. We write 2 adding to put the parts together, and we write 2 subtractions to show that we can split those parts apart and find the other part. Okay, are you ready to try one with me? Okay, let's try one together. I'm going to erase my whole thing, and you can get your marker so you can draw this house with me. Remember, the house is going to be big. You got to make it really nice and big. Nice, big square. Okay, see what I did? I just used the bottom of my board as an edge, so I really only drew 3 nice long lines from the bottom of my house. And then 2 diagonal lines to make my roof. Your roof doesn't have to be as big because it only has to fit 3 numbers, but we have to fit 4 number sentences in our house. Okay, now I'm going to challenge you a little more. I'm going to leave this whole part open. I'm only going to give you the parts. My number bond, ready for the parts? My parts, hopefully you can see them, are 5 and 3. So, do you remember where we put our parts in the roof? Do we put them at the top or in the bottom corners? We put them in the bottom corners. Good. 5 and 3. Now, this is the challenging part. I didn't give you the whole number this time. What would my whole number be if I have 5 and 3 more? Maybe you use a strategy of counting on. Maybe you draw a math picture on your board. Maybe you're using your counting tools that are always attached to your hands. What do you get when you put 5 and 3 together? You should have 8 at the top of your roof. Our fact family is 8, 5, and 3. All right, now you just already did one of our number sentences. I asked you, if you put 5 and 3 together, 5 plus 3, what does that give us? You told me 8. Sweet. Okay, now we need another adding number sentence. What are we going to do? We're going to flip those parts. I'm going to start with 3 first, this time, plus 5. That also equals 8. Notice how I'm only using the numbers in my roof. I can't make up random numbers and put them in my number sentences. This fact family has to stay together. 5 and 3 will only make 8. It won't make any other number ever, so we can't throw in whatever numbers we want. Our fact family has to stick together in their house. Okay? Okay, we have our adding done. Now it's time for subtraction. This is where we have to start with one number. There's only one number we can start with. What number is it? It's our whole number. We must start with our whole number, 8. We're taking 8 and we're going to now split it into the parts. 8 split or take away, what part do you want to use first? Let's use 5. 8 take away 5. Okay, maybe you know this in your head. Maybe you need to get out your counting tools. Maybe you're going to draw a math picture. If I draw a math picture of 8 and I take 5 away, how many are left, first graders? 3. We will always get that other part if we take one part away. Okay, one more. Only one more. I hope you're following along. This last one we must start with our whole number again. Now we're going to take away, we can't take away 5, we already did that. So what number do we have to use? What's the other part? It is 3. If I had 8 and I took away 3, what's the part here? 5. Awesome! There's our second fact family. Fabulous job. We're going to try one more before you head to Seesaw and show me what you know. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you the fact family in the roof, and your job is to come up with the number sentences. 2 adding 2 subtracting. So if you want to be careful like me, I'm going to leave my house and I'm just going to erase the numbers inside of it. Okay, might be a little trickier for those ones at the top, but looks like it. I got it okay. Okay, ready, Freddie? I'm going to go with 10, and can you think of a way that makes 10? Can you think of 2 partners to 10? I think I'm going to use 6, and whose 6 is partner to 4? If I have 10, oops, whose 6 is partner to 10? If I have 10 and I put down 6, how many are left? 4. 6 and 4 make 10. All right, here is your fact family. Now it's your turn. Try to write 2 adding number sentences and 2 subtraction number sentences to use your fact family. Okay? Pause me if you need a little extra work or a little extra time. I will give you about a minute. Okay? Okay, let's see what you came up with. If I am starting with my adding, I'm putting my parts together. So I'm going to use my 2 bottom numbers in my roof. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Okay, now if you did 4 plus 6 equals 10 first, that's okay too. Okay, either way, you need to switch or flip-flop those parts to make 4 plus 6 equals 10 as well. So your 2 adding number sentences, it doesn't matter what order they go in, if this one's first or if this one's first, but you should have 6 plus 4 equals 10 and 4 plus 6 equals 10. Okay, if you got that, pat on the back. Okay, trickier one, subtraction. You can only start with 10. Our whole numbers being split into parts. 10 take away 6 equals 4. And 10 take away 4 equals 6. Now, same thing. If you did 10 take away 4 as your first subtraction number sentence, that's totally fine, okay? As long as you have 10 take away 6 equals 4 somewhere, and 10 take away 4 equals 6 somewhere. Boys and girls, if you have 4 take away 10 equals 6, if you have, 6 take away 10 equals 4. You have to start with your whole number, okay? So, if you have either one of those, remember in your brain, got to use that whole number first, okay? If you got all 4, give yourselves 4 pats on the back. Awesome job. Now you get to show me what you learned today about fact families. On Seesaw, you will have more houses that look kind of similar to the ones that we drew today, except a little bit better because we did it by hand, and that's okay. And you're going to finish those houses and those fact families for me to see. I can't wait to see what you come up with. You even get to come up with your own. Good luck.